Many players who enjoyed Baldur's Gate 3 may be wondering if it's worth playing the original game. Baldur's Gate is a fantasy role-playing video game developed by BioWare and published in 1998 by Interplay Entertainment. Having recently played the game, I would like to share my thoughts on it. Before starting the review, it's worth noting that the game has received an update called Enhanced Edition, which includes over 400 improvements to the original game. This updated version is available on PS4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, Android, iOS, macOS, Linux, and Windows. The game offers more than 75 hours of gameplay, which is pretty solid. The Enhanced Edition includes DLCs like the Tales of the Sword Coast expansion and all new content, including 3 new party members. This allows you to reach almost 200 hours of gameplay. The game's graphics don't meet today's standards, but it still has a cool art style for a 25-year-old game. The character creation doesn't offer much variety, but the classes have a good range of armor sets and weapons, making it easier to distinguish companions from each other. The sound design in the game is of outdated quality. Although the game offers some short lines for every character when you select them during combat or exploration, they become repetitive very quickly, and this might cause you to turn off response lines completely. Moreover, most of the dialogue in the game is not voice acted. Characters only say the first line of their sentence or introduce themselves. The special sound effects are typical of an old game, but they aren't disruptive. The AI in the game has a flow where during combat, the NPCs will return to their formation after killing an enemy instead of attacking the remaining ones in the group. However, this can be overcome by pausing the game more often and relying less on the NPCs. Throughout my Let's Play series, I didn't come across any bugs in the game. Considering that the game was released at a time when Day 1 patches were not a thing, I think this is quite normal. Overall, the game is almost bug-free and provides a smooth gaming experience. The controls work well. You can pause the game and give commands to companions without any issues. The gameplay is easy to understand, and you will grasp basics after approximately 4 hours of gameplay. Characters won't get stuck in the open world while following you, as they get pulled into formation when they fall behind due to objects. Although I did encounter a situation where a character got stuck in a tavern, manually controlling the character fixed the issue. I would recommend playing on the normal difficulty if you're new to the genre. The game can be frustrating at times while playing on the core rules difficulty as a new player. So I think you shouldn't push yourself to play at a higher difficulty and enjoy the game. For replayability, the main story will not change that much with a different approach. There are many quests that can be done in a different way. Also, you can interact with the characters in different ways. You can change your party layout so you can have different experiences in combat. The game features well-written main and side missions with interesting narratives. I will tell you about the game's prologue, so you should skip to the timestamp on the screen if you want to go in blindly. The story begins with our adoptive father who raised us for 20 years becoming distant to us. One day, we noticed that our father was more agitated than ever. He gives us some money and sends us to the local inn to get ready for a journey in a hurry. After leaving the inn and exploring what the game offers us, we get encountered by a man giving a name and asking if it's our name or not. After confirming that the name is indeed ours, the man confesses that he's there to kill us and attacks us right after. After the fight, we visit our adoptive father. He takes us to the settlement gate without answering any questions. After reaching the gates, our father warns us about the possibility of us getting separated, and that we should go to the friendly army in case that happens. After leaving for the journey, it becomes night. Our father says that he will explain everything he knows when there is time. Shortly after, he senses that we are getting ambushed and warns us to stand back, and we get surrounded by unknown people. An elf comes forward and applauds our father for his senses, and tells him that he knows why he is here, and commands him to give his wand. Our father refuses, tells us to run away, and they start fighting. After getting to some distance, we see our father get killed. The next day, we can't believe yesterday happened in shock, and we decide to go to the friendly army and learn what's happening. The game is still playable because of its mechanics and story, so if you enjoyed Baldur's Gate 3 and you're into the fantasy genre like me, I highly recommend playing the game. And that was it for this video. Thanks for watching until the end and don't forget to like and subscribe. See you again in another video.